Alright, we are back. So, we're up here at the off season after year number 1 with your Stanley Cup contenders, the runner-ups, your Honolulu Heat. So, we lost to the Maple Leafs in the finals. They're a great team. We can't really hang our heads on that. We knew it was going to be hard going in, but we made a run. We did ourselves a lot of justice there in year number 1 with the expansion draft. So, now it's only time to get better. Let's go and advance a day. Here are your year 1 retirements again. We got Lucic, Weber, Giordano, Simmons, Seabrook, Dubinsky, Frolik, Anisimov, Jason Demers, Korpikoski, Komarov, Reeves, Kruger, Weber. There you go. So, those are all your retirements year number 1. Now, we're not going to worry about draft interviews. Let's see. Honolulu Heat, we lost to Murray Trevelyan. So we lost a coach. We lost 2. We lost Jeremy Lau as well. Okay. So we're definitely going to need to hire some coaches. Let's see. So we are up here at the draft interviews. We're not going to do draft interviews. I'm not worried about that. But let's go ahead and get into this entry draft. So I saw a comment that said maybe not dumping everything for this guy. Now, nobody wants to get rid of these picks. So, I mean, medium elites probably aren't going to be on the table. So, if I were to trade for a pick, it would have to be for the number 1 overall. Now, I don't think I'm going to get it because it's a franchise player. I mean, we would have to give up that. We would have to give up probably Tyler Toffoli. I mean, Cirelli. Oh, it says Cirelli's an 87. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I mean, Tyler Toffoli, yeah, he's not even on the interested. So, I mean, like, my guess would be it would probably be Cirelli or Toffoli. But, I mean, like, if we were to do Cirelli the first, I mean, we can replace people in the free agency. Remember that. So, Cirelli the first and, like, probably someone like... How did Miller play last year? Miller was a plus 13. Gerard was a minus 20. And then probably Gerard. We would have to take back a contract. They're getting rid of... Yeah, we could take Troy Stetcher as like a depth guy. Calgary would be over the max salary cap. So who else could we take? Potentially... Probably take like Nikita Zadorov or Chris Tanapry Zadorov. So we would have to try something like that. I mean, we can sign our players. We can sign free agency. Is it worth it getting the the franchise guy, right? Like that's how much more can you ask for? You have a franchise guy right next to your first rookie draft pick. I know you guys hate it, but I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to give up too much more if it doesn't work. Trade rejected. Nowhere near offer in value. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to get it. Honestly, I mean, I think if we just build in free agency, we should be okay. We're going to have the 31st pick. We're going to have the 32nd pick, right? Yeah, so 32nd pick, I mean... All right, yeah, let's just get it over with. What do we got here? So... Let's see. Any random steals? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like anything that we didn't expect. Kiviharu, elite medium. Caswell, elite medium. This Vandermeer guy was actually a pretty good pick for them. He went 7th, 80 overall already. Elite medium with all these guys. Yeah, I mean, that Zaitsev would have been... He would have been great to have, but... I don't know if that's realistic to dump everything we had on a great year, so... Let's go ahead and make our pick. Now, we have a guaranteed top 4 medium defenseman here. Now, the only thing I don't know about, does this guy have an X factor? Probably not. Paul Mayer, we don't know anything about him. He is guaranteed an offensive defenseman. We know nothing else about him, though. I don't know. I think I want to go with the guaranteed top 4. I'll go with the guaranteed top 4. Top 4, 63 overall. All right, let's go ahead and sim to our next pick here. And let's see. So, do we have any sort of... Does this guy potentially have X factors? Meh. Is there anybody else that looks like they might have a random X factor? Let's see. Reed Waite. Meh, probably not. What about Kelly Emmerich? It's possible for Kelly Emmerich. I might want to grab him up. NHL ETA is 5 years. I'll try it. See if he has an X factor. Bottom 6. No, he's not going to have any X factors. Dang. I was trying it. All right, sim to pick 98 here. Let's see what we got. 7th low. No one in here. Let's see. Any gems or busts left? Nope, none. All right, so let's just sort by potential here. See if we can grab up a random one. Let's see. What about this guy? We could try this guy. NHL ETA is 4 years. 59 overall. All right. Let's go ahead and make all of our picks here. Let's see. That Chipchura guy, maybe? Xavier Chipchura? He might have an X Factor. Top 6 low. No X Factors. Okay, I mean, top 6 low, though. Not bad for this late. Let's go ahead and sim to our next pick here. Let's go ahead and make it. All right, let's sort by potential. Let's see. These two guys are the last ones with elites left. Let's go ahead and grab up. I mean, Damian Palmieri. Strength of competition is E, and he barely did anything. Justin Meach. We could just go for the USA-born player. Sure. Bottom 6 low. Okay, it's a potential to turn into something, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and make our next pick. Anybody else? We could go ahead and take this potential guy. AHL top 6. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything in here. I'd have to hit on a lottery. Let's see. So, anybody else left? We'll probably go Duke Ellison. Potential. Backup medium. If he can grow to like an 80, if he can grow to like a 79, 80, we could eventually use him. So there we go. There is our draft. We didn't trade for that first overall. So now I want to see here. It does let us assign scout automatically. Let's see. I just want to see. Oh, okay. So wait. So we can't actually assign the scouts. No, we can't actually assign the scouts. Okay. And then, yeah, we can't, Alright, so I was figuring if it let us assign a scout that early, we could start scouting way earlier. But, let's go ahead and get to our re-sign phase here. Now, we're gonna have to, really think about what we're gonna do here, because we don't know. So, I mean, Sorelli could stay up at an 87, which would be really nice for us. We know Shane Hull is probably gonna grow. Let's see here. So Shane Hall is probably going to grow. We might get some growth out of Seth Jarvis as well. Maybe some out of Formenton. We'll have to see there. So realistically, let's go ahead and just go to forwards. All right. So our forwards that we have, David Krejci. I think we're going to go ahead and, I mean, what kind of money does he want? 4.7 isn't bad, but he could drop to top 9 now. I don't want to run with older players on the team. I don't want to bank on older players giving them money. So Krejci is going to actually get released. Connor Sheary's not a bad depth guy, so he does want the extension. So let's go ahead and give him like a 2.5 for 2 years. I'd be okay with that. Michael Bunting, same thing. Decent depth guy. So let's go like 2.25 for 2 years. I could live with that. And let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We still got our depth guys. Let's go ahead and grab Engvall back at 1.325 for 2 years. None of these guys we want to sign right away. Yeah, we don't want to sign any of those guys right away. All right, let's go to our defenseman here. Let's see, so Keandre Miller, we do want to sign. That's not awful for money. I definitely want Keandre Miller back. So let's try like 5 at 5 or 4 at 5.1. I would be okay with that. Kalen Addison, we want to try to get back. 4 years. I mean, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 years is probably our best option because that's what Gerard is on as well. Realistically, I might be able to sign a top line defenseman. Kalen Addison. So let's see. I mean, top. So then it would be Kalen Addison and White Cloud as our bottom line. So let's go ahead and are we overpaying for our bottom line? I mean, we have a lot of money. Let's try it. Let's try it at like 4x4. I could do that. And then we'll go like, we'll go Ty Smith as our depth guy. We'll go Ty Smith, depth guy at like 1.5. I expect some of these guys to reject, which is okay. Let's go ahead and go to goalies here. We don't need to re-sign Blackwood. He's going to want too much money, and we have Montembeault as our backup, so that's fine with me. Spencer Knight jumped up to an 87, so that's really nice for us. And it gave him some X factors, so there we go. So not too bad. Let's go ahead and advance a day, see who re-signs, see who doesn't. Kalen Addison did. Engvall didn't. Keandre Miller did. Bunting did. Sheary, Ty Smith. Okay. So everybody but who? Everybody but Pierre Engvall. Okay, so let's just try to get Jost back then. Yeah, let's go 2 at 1.5 for Jost. Let's see if that'll go. Okay, so Tyson Jost instead of Pierre Engvall. I'm cool with that. We don't need Carrier, so go ahead and release, 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 and release. There we go. All right, and we have our goalies. Yes, we have our 2 goalies. All right. Okay, so I think we have everything taken care of. Now, are we we're wildly overpaying for Mangiapane. I might want to move on from him to clear up some cap space. We should be only paying like 3 mil for this kind of guy, not 6.5. So I think I might want to try to move on from him. Sorelli, if he can stay up at an 87, 6.2 isn't that bad for an 87. I think I'm comfortable with everybody else's salaries. It feels like we should have more than 13 mil of cap space, though, which is the interesting part. But, I mean, 13 mil is still enough to sign a top-end player for us. So, I think we have all of our players re-signed. Let's go ahead and go to coaching staff. Let's see, there's no scouts we have to re-sign. We do have to re-sign St. Denis. All right, let's go ahead and give him a contract. Anybody else? No other scouts we have to re-sign. All right, not too bad. Nice and simple. Okay. So, I don't think we can hire staff yet, right? I think that is... Yeah, no, we can't hire staff yet. So, let's just go ahead and get up to... Yep, we got St. Denis back. And let's get up to free agency here. So, here we are. We're in free agency with about 13 mil of cap space, right? Let's see. I want to look at our contracts really quick. 13.5 mil. So, I mean, we think Shane Hull is going to get an upgrade. Where is he? Yeah, he's down here at an 83. He'll probably get an upgrade. Jarvis might get a bit of an upgrade. I don't think any of these guys are gonna get upgrades, but Sorelli being up at an 87, he also has wheels now, which is pretty interesting. Tyler Toffoli has his. All right, Samuel Girard has an X Factor. I'm just seeing if anyone else has been given random X Factors. No, Shane Hull. We knew he already had one. Okay, so now we need to get free agents. We're at 13.5 mil. Oh, okay. So we don't want any RFAs. Let's just go UFAs here now. DeBrincat. Let's see. Let's sort by overall here. Bergeron we don't want. Vince Dunn wouldn't be bad. DeBrincat at 10.6 for 7 years. That's kind of insane. He's got those max X factors. We know we love him from the Detroit series. Nyquist jumped up to an 87. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so what are we looking at? Let's just check and see what pieces we need. So, let's see. Let's just go to forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So theoretically, we don't actually need rostered forwards. Shane Hull is probably going to get a bump up to like an 84, 85. Sorelli's already up at an 87 and Toffoli. So, I mean, can Sorelli play a wing? Sorelli can't. What about Shane Hull? He doesn't either. He has 78 face-offs. Sorelli has 80. Toffoli. This is hard now. I'm wondering how to set up our first line if we want to just go grab a first... I mean, I feel like we're going to... I feel like we're going to have 2 first-line centers, which is the hard part. It says he's the second-line forward at an 87, though. So I could probably just stick with that. Go Shane Hall on the first line to Foley. Shane Hall to Foley. We need a playmaker on that top line. DeBrincat is not a playmaker. He's a sniper. Would we be willing to give up a draft pick for someone like Troy Terry? I don't even think he is a playmaker, though, is he? He's a two-way forward. Let's go forwards. Our first playmaker is David Krejci, which we already passed up on him. So probably not. We have Morgan Frost here, who has medium elite potential, but he's already 25. I like, here's the thing, is putting DeBrincat on that first line, they're all snipers. So we're going to be limiting production of those guys. I mean, do we just go Bergeron for 1 year? He still has elite exact. Even if he drops the top 6, he'll probably only drop to like a 86. And that would be a decent guy to put on that first line. But then we still have a problem with Shane Hull there. Oh, that's so rough. Okay. I don't think we get a forward then. I think that's where we're going to have to sit. I don't think we get a forward. But defenseman, we got Vince Dunn, who's a UFA. Vince Dunn isn't a bad option. Let me go see. View contracts. Let's look at defensemen here. Vince Dunn with K'Andre Miller, Gerard with Severson, and Addison with White Cloud. I would be okay with that. Yeah, let's try to grab Vince Dunn. I'm gonna pay for Vince Dunn. I really want him. Okay. So go ahead and go to defenseman. I really want Vince Dunn. I'm willing to offer a decent amount of money. I would be willing to go like 8 mil. He's also got the max X factors. So yeah, let's go ahead and offer him a decent contract. Seattle is the other team interested. Let's go like 7.9. I would be fine with that. All right. Hopefully he signs with us. If not, we're going to probably try to go for... we'll probably... Dude, I mean, if he doesn't sign, we're kind of screwed, to be completely fair, on defense. But no decent 10Ds, so don't have to look at that. We had 13.5. We put 7.9 into him. So basically 8. That would be 5.5 left. Do we want to try to snag someone at 5.5? Who could we try to snag? Maybe like a... Not a Krejci. Not a Taves. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anybody else. I think we're literally just going for Vince Dunn. I think Vince Dunn is probably our best option. A nice young guy to fill on the team again. So let's see if we can get Vince Dunn. 2 seconds for Wenberg and Bjorkstrand. Wenberg is an 84. Bjorkstrand is also an 84 for 2 seconds. I don't want to take on their cap, and we don't really have a spot for him, so no. We're just going to decline that. Come on, Vince Dunn, we need you. Let's go! Alright, we got Vince Dunn. We definitely upgraded our defensive core there. I'm not too upset about that. Can we actually assign our scout already? I doubt it, right? No, we can't assign our scout already. But one thing we did miss was hiring coaches. All right, so NHL assistant coach, let's see. We need one of these guys. Let's see, we want our young guys to be good. So yeah, the B in teaching is good with me. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy signed. Santiago Rourke. We need a goalie coach as well. Let's see, we got any guys? Did we have goalies? Yeah, there's our goalies. Okay, so let's see. Teaching, we want the B guy. There we go. So our NHL goalie coach, give him a bunch of money. Roman Sekic. All right. Sekic, maybe. There we go. All right, now we need an AHL assistant coach. Let's go here. Ziska. We got a C- in teaching. You know what? Actually, oh wait, we need right here. We got an A+ in teaching right here. We're gonna go here for the AHL assistant coach. Go ahead and get him signed. There we go. Now, the one thing I want to look at is what head coaches are available. There are some A-, Chipchura and Gamble. We have an A- already, so we're not worried about that. All right. So, I think we got all of our coaches. We got Vince Dunn signed. Let's see. We want to make sure we get these. Rourke is with us. Roman is with us. And Roman Pock is with us. All right, so we hired 2 Romans. A second and a third for McGinn. Would they be willing to take a player back instead? 83, 30 overall, 30 years old. No, I'm good. All right. Don't want that. Let's go ahead and advance day. The next trade that comes in, we're just going to edit our trade block. Go ahead and sim to next season. Yep, there's a trade. 2 seconds for McGinn, a third and a fifth. No, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. Get rid of all that. All right, so let's go ahead and get up to the next season. I want to see what our lines look like. I want to see what kind of overall jumps we got from like Shane Hall. See if Sorelli stayed up in at 87. We've got a couple extra X factors we want to look at. There are definitely some guys I want to take a peek at and see. Magnus Hellberg, interesting. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're going to take a look at this. Shane Hall stayed at an 83. Interesting. So, do we really want to try to buff that first line with Anthony Sorelli up there? How many goals did Trevor Moore score last year? He only had 8. What about Iafallo? Iafallo scored 16 with 41 assists. Okay, so Iafallo would definitely be the guy to have up there. Go ahead and put Connor Sheary on the 4th line. I'm good with that. Defensive, Vince Dunn and Keandre Miller. I don't know why he would be on the bottom line. What about... I don't know if I want Gerard on that bottom line. I'd rather have Severson on the bottom line. I think I'm going to stick with it like that. I don't mind that. And then Spencer Knight up to an 88 with some X factors. Nice. Okay, so he might actually turn out to be really, really good for us. Okay. All right. So I think that is where we are falling into place with our team. Obviously, our AHL team is going to take a while to build. Because we don't get to do an expansion and grab AHL players as well. But there we go. All right. I think that is all good. So let's go ahead and hit done. Now, I think that is going to be it for this video. You guys let me know down in the comments. I'll start my scouting off camera before the next one. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments, how we're going to do this year compared to last year. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.